Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into one of the most transformative technologies in all of human history. We're going to break down how the computer went from this super specialized machine to, well, the backbone of our entire modern world.
I mean, seriously, try to imagine it. It's a question that feels almost impossible to answer now, right? But it really wasn't that long ago. We're talking about a world built on paper, a world of handwritten ledgers, endless filing cabinets, and information that moved at the speed of a delivery truck. That was reality.
Okay, so let's get into it. To really get a grip on the computer's massive impact, you have to understand the fundamental change it brought to the table. See, it wasn't just a faster calculator. It was a completely new way of handling information itself.
Now, the wild thing is, the entire computer revolution, everything we're about to talk about, it all comes down to these three simple operations you see on the right. The ability to process data, store it like never before, and transfer it in an instant. This simple little trio is what replaced the entire physical, manual world on the left.
So, where did this revolution really hit first? Well, for a lot of people, it was the office. The business world was, let's just say, completely unprepared for the sheer speed and efficiency these new digital tools were about to unleash. And man, the change was just sweeping. Suddenly, communication was instantaneous. Marketing exploded from local to global, letting businesses reach audiences all over the world. Accountants could sift through mountains of financial data with a few clicks, and researchers could figure out exactly what customers wanted using data. And this right here, this is one of the most dramatic changes: storage. We went from entire rooms filled with these huge, clunky cabinets to servers that could hold billions of files. And it wasn't just about saving space. Digital storage meant that data was always on, accessible anytime, and way more secure. But a revolution this huge? No way it was going to stay locked up in the office. The same ideas, processing, storing, and transferring data, started to ripple out, and they began to transform the very fabric of our communities.
And this is where things get really interesting, because this tech started making our most essential services way smarter. In farming, computers analyze soil to get perfect crop yields. In healthcare, digital records led to faster, more accurate diagnoses. Even public administration got a boost, with data helping governments predict stuff like traffic patterns to make our cities run a little smoother.
Okay, now let's talk about something that hits close to home for all of us: our money. This digital wave totally redefined what banking even is, taking it from a brick-and-mortar building to a service that pretty much lives in your pocket.
You know, the first domino to fall was cash itself. We got what the source material calls plastic money. Credit cards let you borrow, debit cards let you pay instantly. This simple piece of plastic was really the beginning of the end for carrying around wads of cash everywhere you go. And that little piece of plastic? It opened the door for something absolutely massive: remote banking. Suddenly, the stuff you always had to go to a bank for, checking your balance, making a deposit, you could do all of it from an app on your phone. The bank was no longer a place, it was a thing you could access anywhere. The result was a total game changer. All the information was centralized, so you could access your account from a tiny rural branch just as easily as a big city one. You could check your own balance online, which cut down on lines, and new things like digital signatures made everything way more secure.
So okay, we've seen what changed, how work and society and banking all got turned upside down. But what about the how? What's the invisible infrastructure that connects everything and lets all this data fly around so freely?
And the answer, the secret sauce behind it all, is the computer network. The best way to think about it is like the digital nervous system of our planet. It's just a chain of connected devices that can send and receive data with each other. It's the highway system for all that information we've been talking about.
And these networks, they're not all the same size. Think of it kind of like a set of nesting dolls. You start small with a LAN, a local area network, which might just connect a single office. Then you get bigger to a MAN, or metropolitan area network, linking up networks across a whole city. And finally, you have the WAN, the wide area network, which connects computers across entire countries. And the biggest WAN of them all? Yep, you guessed it, the internet. So when you step all the way back and you look at this gigantic global web, what's the big deal? What's the point of it all? Well, it really just boils down to two incredibly powerful, but actually really simple, advantages.
First, it allows us to completely and totally erase physical distance. It just doesn't matter if someone is next door or on the other side of the planet. And second, it allows for the near instant sharing of information. These two benefits right here, They're the absolute bedrock of our global economy and, well, pretty much our entire way of life today.
It's pretty incredible when you think about it, right? From just 3 simple functions, process, store, and transfer, we built a completely new world. This journey shows just how powerfully a few core ideas can change literally everything. And that leaves us with one final fascinating question to chew on. Having already changed so much, what part of our world will computers reshape next?